Ryan Roberts here with Coach Matt Schmitz. Coach, you guys started the season off 0-4, but coming to the playoffs hot, winning 5 of your last 6. Just talk about the difference in your team between those first 4 and final 6 games.
The difference in our team, obviously our execution's gotten better. And a lot of the little things that we've stressed throughout the course of the summer has gotten better. But our big thing is we've just improved every week. And, coming into the situation late this summer, being a lot of transition with myself, assistant coaches, players, the roster, all that, it was we weren't going to be playing our best football in August. And, we told them all week we're going to play our best football against Holmes. That's been the only goal that I set for this team, is we want to be playing our best football against Holmes, and we've reached that goal. And it's a lot of things. You can point to injuries we sustained early in the year, but every team faces that. You can point to, the tough schedule we had early in the year, but we knew that coming in, and a lot of teams play tough schedule. But mostly it's just sticking together, believing in what we're doing, and, getting healthy all at the same time, and we're going on a little run.
At the beginning of the season, you had to deal with the tragic loss of your father. He was a key part to your team over the summer. Just talk about how his guidance helped you and how his philosophies have helped you throughout the year.
Oh, it's, we don't got enough time for all of that, right here in this short interview. But, he was the main person in my life, getting me into coaching and, just doing what we're doing now. We don't know where we'd be without him this summer. He was on the transition of my staff and everything. He was with us all summer. He was here every day, coaching a different position, telling me what I was doing wrong, this and that. And so, everything, this season, whenever there's a dull moment, we look back on that. The players got to be close to him. So getting through that, getting through that loss, I couldn't have done it without these kids. And, I think that really, without being said, has brought us a lot closer than a lot of teams would be. And like I said, it's kind of been fun to see.
You guys play Carroll County this week in the opening round of the playoffs. Just talk about what you've seen from them on film.
They're a solid football team. They're very well coached. They play very hard. They're a team that you can tell they're well coached and they play hard. And you can tell that's something that their coaching staff has kind of instilled in them. They're big up front. They've got a couple of real good athletes that they try to get the ball to in offense and in a bunch of different ways. They seem like they're a team that kind of like us has found themselves as of late. And I don't know if they had injuries or things like that, but early in the season you watch film and it's a little different philosophy they're doing now, especially on offense, and it's working for them. So we're going to have our hands full, and we're going to have a great week of practice and, kids being what they're doing, and for us to have a good game Friday night.
Defensively, you guys had one of the best running backs in the area in John Scruggs, the 66 yards on 19 carries last week, not including the special teams touchdowns. The week before, you held Lloyd's Gabbard to a subpar game. Just talk about the play of your defense lately.
Well, we've really challenged them after the Holy Cross week. And, Holy Cross, they have got a great running back too, and Jalen Beal. And he did whatever he wanted to against us, that game. And that was a game where our offense had to pick our defense up. And they were really challenged the next two weeks that they needed to pick it up. And they've responded. The way they've played the last 2 weeks is something that I just watch as a coach on the sideline. And we don't try to do too much on defense. We give our kids a couple base checks and a couple base different things out of the different formations they do. And then other than that, we just want our kids to play fast and physical. And if I just step back as a coach and watch as a spectator, our defense is fun to watch. Now, we got to get off the field. We've had a couple, like you said, a fake field goal that was scored on us against Lloyd, a fake punt last week. We had another fake punt that was ran against us for a big gain that put them in a position where they could have tied it last week. So we've got to work on getting off the field, and I think, not taking that last play off on the special teams, but as a whole, our defense has been fun to watch.
Offensively, Charlie Mullins has kind of come out of nowhere in the passing game, as well as Jay Sean Stanley. Just talk about the play of both of them and how they've progressed throughout the season.
Yeah, the last 7 weeks, those two have been on a tear. And, they've really just, like I said, it sounds coach speak, it sounds like a cliche, and we repeat all the time, but they've really improved every single week, especially Jay Sean. With Jay Sean, it's just been a matter of confidence. And, believing in himself, believing in what we were trying to do with him, and not trying to do too much. And you can just see he's really came on his own the last 7 weeks. I think he's caught a touchdown 7 weeks straight, and he's got 8 total over that span. And the guy getting him the ball, Charlie, I don't know where we'd be without him right now. And part with Charlie is myself and the coaches putting him in position to succeed. As a new staff and early in the year, some of those things that he did, looking back on it, when he struggled the first 3 games, was myself as a play caller, maybe doing some things that, wasn't in his best ability-wise. And that's not a knock on him. It's just more every quarterback has strengths. And in the past 7 weeks, I thought we've really been able to tone in what he does well. And besides that, he's really just gone above and beyond that, being the leader of our team, running the no huddle, doing all the little things that the stats don't see. And so I'm very proud of him and Jay Sean, what they've done here lately.
Also, your passing game has been pretty good, but you can't talk about Newport football without talking about Dom Joseph in the running game. Just talk about the keys with that.
Yeah, Dom, he's like that security blanket, for myself as a play caller. I mean, we built a lot of our things this summer around Dom, and whether it be the run game and play action off of it. And when he got hurt in that preseason scrimmage, rolled his ankle, it really, I think, led to some of our struggles early on. And like I said, not an excuse, everyone goes through it, but when you're leaning on one person so much, and especially with the new system, and that's taken away from you, that's what kind of took us time to find ourselves again. But with his going down, another one emerged, and that's Tyree Bolden, a little sophomore back that complements Dom very well. Dom's a more physical, grind it out, move the chains back, and then Tyree's a little bolt of lightning when you put him in. And the two have really complemented each other well. They've learned to root for each other instead of looking at each other as competitors and touches. When Dom needs a break, they're giving Tyree's right in, and Tyree's his biggest fan, and vice versa. So the Dom coming back and Tyree emerging, like I said, has definitely helped Charlie. Now all the attention's not off Charlie in the passing game, and we've been able to be more balanced the past couple of weeks.
Lastly, Coach, let's talk about what you guys need to do to be successful, not only this week, but also in a deep postseason run.
We just got to stay within the moment, just keep playing the way we're playing. We've been playing good football for 7 weeks straight, and so we just got to keep doing it. And, believe in each other, believe in the system, believe in the process. And, if we keep on getting better, we keep getting better each week, and who knows where this thing might take us. But we're looking forward to getting there. I told the kids, don't be satisfied. Everyone's telling us how great of a season we had, and there's a lot to be proud of, but it's not that time yet. A month from now we can look back and be proud. Right now we don't want to be satisfied, and we want to be selfish, keep on playing and see where this thing takes us.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.